From the very moment Cardi B's sister hit that go live button, the entire internet stopped, not slowed down, not paused, stopped. Because what she said wasn't shade. It wasn't gossip. It wasn't subliminal. It was a detonation. A full-blown explosion that ripped apart every rumor, every headline, every whisper about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' relationship and exposed the truth nobody thought would ever come out. Ston, cheated first for weeks, and the internet had been dragging Cardi through the mud, accusing her of moving on too fast, questioning her loyalty, picking apart her every move. But apparently all that noise was based on half the story. Because according to Cardi's sister, the one person Cardi confides in the most, Stefon wasn't the victim. He was the reason everything fell apart. And the way she said it, the energy, the anger, the way her voice shook like she'd been holding this in for months, and it sent chills through the entire fan base. She wasn't defending Cardi. She wasn't cleaning up the narrative. She wasn't trying to save anyone's image. She was exposing, revealing, dragging, unloading years of behind-the-scenes drama in one chaotic, unfiltered live stream. She said Stefon wasn't heartbroken. He wasn't blindsided. He wasn't the loyal boyfriend social media made him out to be. Nope. According to her, he's the one who broke Cardi first. He's the one who lied. He's the one who played games. He's the one who thought she would never find out. And the shocker, she claims Cardi stayed silent to protect him, not herself, not their image, him. But now, after watching the internet drag her sister over rumors and half-truths, she said she's done being quiet. And what she revealed next would flip the entire Stefon Cardi story upside down. Long before Cardi B's sister blasted the internet with that explosive live stream. Long before the cheating rumors twisted into a circus. Long before Stefon Diggs tried to play the role of the wounded loyal boyfriend. There was a story building quietly behind the scenes. A story full of tension, whispers, shady behavior, and red flags that fans never saw because Cardi never wanted the world to see them. To understand why her sister snapped so hard, to understand why her voice shook with rage. To understand why she said Stefon cheated first with her whole chest, you have to go back to when this romance wasn't drama, wasn't messy, wasn't a headline. But the sweetest, most unexpected soft era in Cardi's chaotic life. Because when Cardi first linked with Stefon Diggs, people were shocked. A rapper with worldwide fame and a reputation for chaos. And an NFL star known for being calm, composed, private. It was the kind of pairing nobody predicted, but everybody watched. At first, it felt like something Cardi desperately needed. A reset, stability, peace. Stefon seemed like the quiet, grounding energy she'd been craving after years of dealing with Offset's chaos. And for a moment, it really looked like Cardi was happy. Stefon was posting her subtly. She was sneaking emojis under his pictures. They were being spotted together in low-key places. Fans caught them holding hands. People swore they saw her wearing his chain. And it was giving new love. It was giving soft era. It was giving Cardi deserves this. But what people didn't know is that from the very beginning, Cardi's inner circle, especially her sister, had reservations. They didn't trust how perfect Stefon appeared. They didn't trust how smooth he talked. And they especially didn't trust the fact that Stefon was known for being a quiet dog. Behind the scenes, multiple women had quietly warned Cardi. He loves attention. He's sneaky. He plays the nice guy role really well. Cardi brushed it off at first. She wanted to believe she finally got a break. She wanted to believe Stefon was different. She wanted to believe she wasn't repeating patterns. But the truth, the cracks started showing early. Stefon was distant sometimes. He wouldn't answer for hours, then pop up acting normal. Cardi would hear whispers that he was seen out when he said he was home. Random women started posting cryptic TikToks. Fan pages would catch him liking shady photos. Groupies started sending receipts to Cardi's friends. Nobody went public. Because Cardi shut everything down instantly. No drama. No mess. No public breakup. No repeating my past. She wanted this one to work. She wanted privacy. She wanted peace so badly that she was willing to overlook things she would never tolerate from anyone else. But her sister, oh, she saw everything. She watched Cardi get excited over texts, then get sad when he stopped replying. She saw Cardi cancel plans because she wanted Stefon to feel prioritized. She heard Cardi defending him even when his behavior didn't make sense. She knew the nights Cardi cried because something felt off, even if she didn't want to admit it. And the worst part, Cardi kept blaming herself. I'm too emotional. He's stressed from the season. Maybe it's not that serious. Maybe I'm just overthinking because when you've been hurt before, you start questioning your own instincts.
And Stefan played that to his advantage.
He mastered being charming but unavailable. Affectionate but inconsistent.
Present but only when he wanted to be.
Cardi may be loud publicly, but when it comes to relationships, she's loyal to a fault.
She loves hard.
If she tries hard, she forgives hard.
And Stefan knew that.
So while Cardi was fighting to make the relationship work, Stefan was out living a double life. According to Cardi's sister, the very first time trouble hit their relationship was because of something Stefan did.
Not Cardi.
A woman DM'd Cardi with screenshots.
Her sister begged her to block him.
Cardi confronted Stefan privately, not publicly.
He denied everything.
Cardi believed him because she wanted to believe him.
But then it happened again and again and again.
Different women, different cities, different nights, all telling similar stories.
And Cardi kept it all private. She didn't want the internet dragging her again.
She didn't want to look like she couldn't choose a good man.
She didn't want to be embarrassed publicly.
But her sister, she watched Cardi hide the pain.
She watched her pretend things were fine.
She watched her swallow the truth while the internet celebrated this perfect couple.
And that is why her sister snapped on live.
Because what set her off wasn't what the internet thought.
It wasn't Cardi moving on. It wasn't Ston posting shady reactions. It wasn't Messi.
Blogs pushing narratives.
It was Ston.
The same man who cheated first, who lied, who played with Cardi's emotions, suddenly acting like he was the victim, posting subliminals, liking shady comments, pretending he was blindsided, letting the internet attack Cardi as if she was the one who broke the relationship.
And Cardi's sister couldn't take it anymore. Because to her, this wasn't drama. This was disrespect.
"Y'all got my sister messed up," she shouted on live. "He cheated first.
Y'all don't know half of it." And she meant every word.
She'd held her tongue for months.
She watched Cardi protect STEFON publicly. She watched Cardi shield a man who hurt her. But the live wasn't even the craziest part, because what she
revealed after that, what she hinted at in her final minutes of the stream, there was a reason Cardi finally walked away.
And it wasn't cheating alone. It wasn't disrespect alone. It wasn't mixed signals alone. There was a final incident, a breaking point, something Cardi found out that made her end it instantly.
And when her sister teased that moment, the internet went insane.
Because apparently,
Stefan wasn't just cheating, he was lying about something much bigger.
And the truth is about to get messy.
Everything had been boiling quietly behind the scenes. The whispers, the suspicions, the late-night arguments, the unexplained disappearances. But nobody, not even Cardi's closest fans, knew how close the relationship was to imploding.
Because Cardi B wasn't the type to expose her own issues. She wasn't about to run to the internet crying.
She kept Stefan's secrets locked up tighter than a vault, even when he didn't deserve it.
But the truth, the real truth, it didn't just slip out. It erupted.
The moment Cardi discovered something that made her entire world tilt sideways.
And it all started with a night Cardi thought would be normal. A date night.
A simple, calm, quiet evening.
Something Stefan had promised he'd show up for.
Something Cardi was genuinely looking forward to after weeks of emotional distance from him. She had dressed up, done her hair, even told her sister she didn't want any negativity.
Cardi wanted peace. She wanted this to work. But as the hours passed, her phone stayed silent.
No message, no call, no running. Late, nothing.
Just a man who seemingly vanished off the face of the earth.
At first, she brushed it off.
He's probably busy. He's probably sleeping. He's probably with his team. But then the internet did what the internet always does. Expose what people try to hide. A
fan page posted a blurry video from a club across the country. Stefan Diggs laughing, drinking hand, surrounded by a group of women. One of those women, the same woman who had sent Cardi screenshots months earlier.
Cardi's stomach dropped.
Not because he was out, not because he was drinking, not even because he was with women, but because he lied. He had straight up lied to her face, told her he wanted to spend time with her, then disappeared to party.
And that was the night the mask fell off. But even that wasn't the twist. That was just the beginning.
Cardi confronted him the next day, privately, respectfully, genuinely wanting closure. And Stefan, instead of apologizing, instead of explaining, instead of showing any type of remorse, flipped it on her.
"You're overreacting. It's not that serious. It wasn't even like that. You get emotional over everything." It was the gaslighting that broke her. Cardi wasn't stupid. She knew what she saw. She knew what she felt. She knew when someone was lying to protect themselves. But she didn't walk away just yet because she still needed the truth. She still believed maybe there was more to the story. Maybe she had misunderstood. Maybe she was clinging to something that didn't exist anymore. But what happened next? What she found out next? That was the first twist. The moment that made Cardi finally reach her breaking point. Because 2 days later, a woman DM'd Cardi's sister, not Cardi, terrified, emotional, and begging not to be exposed. She said, "I didn't know he was with Cardi. He told me he was single." Attached were screenshots, receipts, FaceTime logs, hotel confirmations, messages from Stefan, like, "You know, I got to keep things private. I can't have people knowing my business. I'm not tied down to nobody." And then the photo, a selfie of Ston in the same Airbnb he stayed in with Cardi the week before. This wasn't a coincidence. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This wasn't a girls making things up for attention. This was deliberate, calculated, disrespectful. Stefan was cheating. Cheating repeatedly. Cheating openly. Cheating confidently because he assumed wrongly that Cardi would never find out. But the worst part wasn't the cheating. The worst part was that the girl wasn't the only one. Once that woman messaged Cardi's sister, other women started reaching out. Not one, not two, not three, multiple. Each one thinking they were the private one. Each one convinced they were the secret. Each one believing Stefan was single because that's what he told all of them. Cardi's sister was livid, not just because of the cheating, but because Cardi had been blaming herself the entire time. He made her feel crazy. Her sister said on live, he had her thinking she was the problem. Meanwhile, his phone was the problem. But still, even then, Cardi stayed quiet publicly. She wasn't ready to end things. She wasn't ready to deal with a breakup online. She wasn't ready for the internet to dissect her love life again. She confronted Stefan one last time, hoping maybe he'd come clean. Instead, he doubled down on the lies. "I don't know these girls. They want clout. These screenshots are fake. That's old." But something in his voice, something in the way he was talking to her snapped something inside Cardi. He wasn't just lying. He wasn't just cheating. He wasn't just disrespecting her. He was playing her. And that's when Cardi pulled back emotionally, physically, spiritually. She wasn't done with him yet, but she was done believing him. And which brings us to the twist. The twist her sister hinted at on live when she screamed, "Y'all don't even know what my sister found out." This is why she left him. Because cheating was bad enough. The lying was bad enough. The manipulation was bad enough. But what Cardi discovered after the cheating, that was the true breaking point. It came from a source Stefan never expected to betray him. Someone inside his circle. Someone who knew the whole truth. Someone who felt guilty watching Cardi take blame for something she didn't cause. This insider told Cardi something that changed everything. "You're not the only one he's lying to. He's seeing someone on the side for months." And the bombshell. This wasn't a random woman. This wasn't a fling. This wasn't someone he just met in a club. This woman was connected to someone Cardi knew, someone Cardi had been around, someone who had smiled in her face. And that level of betrayal, that cut deeper than anything. Cardi didn't explode. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She didn't expose him. She simply left. No announcement, no drama, no public meltdown, just gone. Which is why Cardi's sister was ready to detonate on live because the world kept dragging Cardi, calling her disloyal, calling her messy, calling her the problem. When in reality, she walked away because she found out the ugliest truth of all. Stefan's cheating wasn't an accident. It wasn't a mistake. And it wasn't a one-time slip-up. It was a pattern, a choice, a lifestyle. And the person he was cheating with. That identity, that connection, that betrayal, that is the twist that blew everything open. And the next part of this story, it goes even deeper. Because once the truth came out, Stefan did something that made Cardi completely lose her mind. Once Cardi walked away quietly with dignity without exposing a single detail, the world assumed the breakup was clean, mature, mutual. Zaf fans thought Cardi simply chose peace. They believed Stefan was heartbroken. They believed the distance was natural. But that illusion shattered the moment Cardi's sister went live because the real story wasn't peaceful, wasn't mutual, and definitely wasn't clean. Cardi walked away because she uncovered something unforgivable. But the truth got even messier after she left. Because Stefan didn't take the breakup like a grown man. He took it like someone who was suddenly terrified of losing the one woman who knew the truth. So instead of apologizing, instead of fixing things, instead of respecting her decision, he escalated. Behind the scenes, he started doing things that made Cardi realize she didn't even know the half of who she was dealing with, because once she left, the mask came off completely. The first sign of trouble came when people close to Cardi started noticing anonymous accounts watching her stories within seconds of her posting. Not minutes. Seconds. Like someone was glued to her profile. Then the burner account started deeming her sister bizarre messages. She didn't have to leave like that. Tell her I'm still here. She's overreacting. She's going to regret this. They didn't say Stefon's name, but they didn't have to. Everyone knew who it was. But things got even crazier when STEFON started liking posts that clearly shaded Cardi. Subliminals about loyalty, fake friends, women who move on too fast, and memes about people who fold under pressure. Fans started calling Cardi the problem. Blogs twisted the narrative. People assumed she cheated. Cardi became the villain in a story she didn't even start. Meanwhile, STEFON was out here pretending to be the emotional victim. The man left behind. I'm the loyal boyfriend blindsided by heartbreak. And Cardi, she stayed silent. But what the world didn't know was that behind that silence, Cardi was fuming. Not because STEFON cheated, not because he lied, not because he disrespected her, but because he tried to flip the narrative, make her look disloyal, unfaithful, messy when he was the one living a double life. And then came the shocking reveal, the secret that took this drama from messy breakup to Hollywood-level betrayal. Remember the woman STEFON had been seeing for months behind Cardi's back? The one connected to someone Cardi knew? Well, her identity leaked and the internet erupted because it wasn't just someone Cardi knew. It was someone who had been around Cardi. Someone who had smiled in Cardi's face. Someone who had told Cardi, "Girl, his. So good for you." Someone Cardi had hugged. Someone who had taken photos with her. Someone who was invited into her space. It was a woman who was connected to someone on Cardi's own team. Not family, not best friend, but someone who worked close to her, someone who overheard conversations, someone who saw Cardi vulnerable, someone who knew when Cardi was fighting with STEFON, someone who knew exactly when to slip in. This wasn't just cheating. It was premeditated betrayal. A betrayal that was happening while this woman pretended to support Cardi. People online started calling her a snake, a mole, a double agent, a Judas in eyelashes. And when Cardi found out, she didn't explode publicly. She cut both of them off instantly. No calls, no messages, no second chances. She removed the team member quietly. She cut STEFON with no explanation. She disappeared emotionally overnight. That's the real reason she left. But here's where things escalate to a whole different level. Because instead of taking accountability, STEFON did something that shocked even Cardi. He tried to get ahead of the scandal by contacting blogs before the truth leaked. He tried to paint himself as the loyal one. He tried to make Cardi look unstable. He tried to make it seem like she blindsided him. And one blog, hungry for clicks, posted a story implying Cardi was emotionally unavailable and still hung up on her past. Cardi saw it. Her sister saw it. Her entire family saw it. And that's when Cardi snapped behind the scenes. Not publicly, not dramatically, not through tweets, but in private. She told her inner circle, "If he wants to play with my name, I'll let the truth burn him." Her sister was already holding back months of anger. Cardi just gave her the green light emotionally. That's why the live stream happened. It wasn't planned. It wasn't scripted. It was raw. Pure protective rage. And the comments were insane. STEFON cheated. What? Cardi left because she found out something. Y'all dragged her for nothing. He cheated first. His fans owe Cardi an apology. The internet shifted immediately. STEFON looked like the liar. Cardi looked like the victim. Her sister looked like the truth teller. But the biggest reveal of all, her sister said something that sent shockwaves across social media. Something she blurted out in anger, but immediately realized she maybe shouldn't have said. She found out what he was doing with that girl in Atlanta. That's why she left. Atlanta. One word, one city, one slip, one accidental reveal. The internet went crazy because suddenly fans remembered STEFON had been spotted in Atlanta multiple times and not always alone. And they remembered a video of him entering a lounge with a woman who was not Cardi. They remembered whispers about a mystery girl. And now Cardi's sister confirmed it. But the truly insane part. She didn't stop there. In the heat of the moment, she added. And that's not even the worst part. Cardi ain't even told y'all what really happened. What really happened? What could be worse than betrayal from someone inside Card's circle? Worse than a secret months-long affair? And worse than Stefan cheating first and flipping the narrative, the comments begged her to spill. Viewers flooded the chat. People clipped the moment instantly. But before she could say more, her sister cut the live. Cardi had texted her. Just 2 words. Stop now. And that's how you know. The next reveal is massive. Something Cardi doesn't want public. Something that would ruin Stefon completely. Something that would ignite absolute chaos. Because if this was just the warm-up and the final twist, the one Cardi is still hiding is about to be the biggest shock of them all. The moment Card's sister ended that live, abruptly panicked with Card's stop now message flashing across her face. The internet blew open like a dam bursting at full pressure. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, gossip blogs, celebrity forums. Every single platform turned into a battlefield within minutes. People weren't just reacting. They were investigating, digging, connecting dots, refreshing timelines like their lives depended on it because the message was loud and clear. Stefan Diggs cheated first, and not with randoms, not with strangers, not with fans, but with someone connected directly or indirectly to Cardi herself. And the moment that word Atlanta slipped out of Card's sister's mouth, it was over. Twitter became a full-blown crime scene. Users started pulling up old videos of Stefan in Atlanta, clips from clubs, in screenshots of him leaving late-night lounges, photos from fan sightings he thought were unnoticed. People were replaying the same grainy club video from last summer. Yo, isn't that the same girl her sister was hinting about? Nah, this scandal been brewing for months. He was too comfortable. That's not new energy. For Card's sister to snap like that, the story must be insane. Then TikTok detectives joined the party. And that is when things reached supernatural levels of messy. TikTokers started making side-by-side comparisons. Stefan's outfits in certain clips, timestamps, dates when Cardi wasn't with him, locations matching previous rumors. One TikToker made a viral timeline titled, "Every time Stefan cheated while pretending to be loyal to Cardi." It hit 5 million views in 6 hours. Meanwhile, Instagram blogs like The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and On Site were reporting so fast the posts were practically auto-generated. Headlines everywhere. Card's sister claims STEFON cheated first. Timeline of alleged affairs uncovered. Atlanta girl identified. Fans think they found the other woman. Cardi blocked STEFON weeks before breakup. Announcement. Was this why? But the real tsunami began when celebrities started chiming in. First were the female rappers, the ones who know what dealing with athletes is like. One superstar posted a tweet. "Women get blamed until the real story drops. Stay strong. It's sis." Another said, "These men be having whole other lives and swear we the problem." But then the NFL world jumped in. Football fans dragged Stefan so hard his name trended for 48 hours straight. One commentator posted, "Stefan Diggs stays running routes even when he's in a relationship, apparently." Another said, "He fumbled the relationship like he fumbled that playoff game." The memes were brutal. Son in a Falcons jersey with the caption, "Since he loves Atlanta so much." A video of someone getting caught cheating with the caption, "Stefan Diggs on a random Tuesday." But the most devastating reaction came from a retired NFL legend who wrote, "I love Stefan as an athlete. But if Card's sister is telling the truth, that's a bad man trying to play a good guy character." That tweet went everywhere. Meanwhile, Stefan's fans were scrambling, trying desperately to defend him, but the receipts were too much. Every hour, another TikTok exposed another lie, another screenshot, another date that didn't add up. And Cardi said nothing. But that silence spoke louder than any tweet ever could. Then something unexpected happened. Ston's teammates started reacting. A few left cryptic comments under shady posts. "Here we go again, man." One teammate liked a post that said, "All that glitters ain't gold." Fans immediately started dissecting their reactions, too. Because if Stefan's teammates weren't surprised, that meant they knew he was shady. Then the blogs got their hands on a leaked message from one of Stefan's exes. "He always acts innocent until the truth comes out. Protect Cardi." The internet stopped. Another ex even left a comment. "I believe her sister 100%. Now it wasn't just Cardi fans dragging him. It was everybody. Sports fans, music fans, TikTok investigators, ex-girlfriends, celebrities. No one was on Stefan's side. No one believed him anymore. And then the twist nobody saw coming.
A woman in Atlanta posted a vague TikTok with the caption, "So, I guess the truth coming out now."
She never showed her face. She never said his name. She didn't need to, and the comments went insane. Is this her?
Sis, blink twice if Stefan lied to you, too.
Oh, Lord, we found the Atlanta girl. You better not play with cards. Name.
But then she posted another TikTok, this time with a voiceover that said, "He told me he was single."
Boom. Confirmation. The internet erupted again.
Even though she didn't say his name, everyone knew exactly who she meant. And suddenly, everyone wanted to know the full truth.
How long were they together? What did Stefan tell her?
Did Cardi ever meet her? Did the team member connected to Cardi know how many people were involved in this betrayal? The blogs were getting flooded with anonymous messages from women who claimed STEFON flirted with them, too. A few even sent DMs to Card's sister saying it wasn't just one girl.
He'd been doing this.
This wasn't just
cheating. It was a pattern, a network, a lifestyle.
But the craziest reaction of all came from Card's own fan base. And the gang mobilized like a military unit.
They flooded Stefan's comments.
They spammed his Instagram lives with cheetah. They dug up old interviews. They reposted the Atlanta investigation timeline thousands of times. One Cardi fan wrote, "You hurt our girl. Now we're hurting your career." And honestly, it was working. Stefan turned off comments.
Then he limited his likes. Then he stopped posting. Silence. The silence of someone getting exposed in real time.
But the most important update came when a major entertainment outlet confirmed